This one is a bit of an enigma. It's time to go through all of the items that I got at the Salvation Army. It was rough thrifting. I went to St. Vincent de Paul and couldn't find anything. Then I went to a Salvation Army all up in Shelby Township. And then I waited a couple more days and went to another Salvation Army. That one was in Allen Park, and that's where I found all of the goodies. This is just so cute. So I haven't really been picking up framed pictures. Occasionally here and there I do. This was $6.99, but it was half off, so I only paid $3 for the squirrel. I just love the coloring on it, and the frame was in good condition. And I always check for hanging hardware, which it has in the back. And I'm thinking this might go straight to my booth. I'm thinking this has got booth vibes to it. And we're coming up on fall, and he is just so cute. I think it will add a nice element to my booth. This little guy, let me prop him up so we can see him better. I just love this. It's wood. It's like a wood plank that this is some sort of like maybe decoupage or something, but I just love that it's kind of like all kind of scuffed up. It almost looks like it was scuffed up on purpose. It looks also like it has some age to it. Paid $1.99 for it, which is another reason why I picked it up. It's got this little chain on the top. This is another item that I think I'm going to try it in a whatnot sale, maybe a couple times, and then eventually I'm going to also put this one in my booth. I'm kind of loving this whole booth thing. Not that I'm not listing to eBay, Etsy, and Poshmark. I am. But I'm shopping for everything now. I'm shopping for 5 platforms, and you really have a different mindset when you do that. I saw this canister set up on the top shelf, and I thought, wow, that is really neat. It looks in super good condition. I know it's meant to look old and vintage, but I think in itself, I think it is still vintage because there was remnants of old price stickers on it, and on one of the canisters, I'm not sure which now, it actually said JCPenney's on it. So I'm sure this was probably bought back maybe in the 80s, you know, during the, you know, everybody wanted country kitchens and things, and this is very country looking or farmhouse looking, and I thought it is still kind of all the rage. $20 for the whole set. They're all plastic lined, which I love. I love that it's wooden lined with those plastic liners in there. So it makes it completely useful. And so what I'm thinking is that this is definitely something that would go on eBay and Etsy. I always cross-post my listings. And I'm thinking I can probably get in that $50 to $60 range for it. I had to get this hand-painted owl, painted by Margie. Thank you, Margie, for being such a good artist. I had to get this painted on wood. I paid $6.99 for it. This is another item that I think I can probably showcase it on a whatnot sale, because this is something that you kind of have to see it. And I'm not sure how many people would be looking on eBay for, you know, hand-painted owl on wood, you know, or whatever. Not that it's not impossible to list this on eBay. Obviously I can, but I'm thinking in a completely different mindset now that I have other platforms to think about. And I might have passed on something like this, thinking like, oh, it's really neat and pretty, but how would I, you know, get enough keywords in there that somebody would find it on, you know, eBay or you know, even Etsy for that matter. Now they might, because everybody's looking for owls. They're so popular. So I'm thinking a whatnot auction on this, and or into my booth. As things keep, I try to rotate things through my booth, so it's not like it would never get onto eBay or Etsy. But I think I want to try it in that area first. And then if it doesn't sell there after a little while, I'll take it out and then I'll post it somewhere else. forgot to mention earlier, if you haven't seen the Thrift With Me video, there'll be a link to that down below in the description. It's okay if you watch this one first. You can watch that one and you can see all the misses, all the things that I put in my cart that I couldn't bring home with me, or things that were just either, you know, too high priced or broken. But anyways, let's look at this next item. This one is a bit of an enigma. So I was looking at the clear glass vases, and the one I picked up that was really heavy I thought would be a good item to get, turned out to not be worth that much. Then I Google lensed this one and some really high prices came up on it. Well, I just Google lensed it again, and I hate when this happens, and now I'm getting different prices. It could be that how I took the picture or what was in the background, things like that, might have interfered with the Google Lens being able to really see what kind of vase this was. And so I just did it now. Right in the middle of this video, I'd stopped the video and I'm like, let me Google Lens it now. So the prices on this are ranging from $9 the whole way up to $375. When I did it in the thrift store, and I'll drop a little picture of what I saw, it was in that $75 to $100 range, and that's why I put it in the cart. Another reason why I put it in the cart is it was $4.99, yellow tag, so it was 50% off. I'm like, for $2.50, I can take a gamble. And I'm like, if it's only worth $10 or $12, then I'm fine. I'm fine with that. So this is actually, from what I was reading, because somebody actually had one with its label on it. It's called Lady Victoria. It's made in France. Some other sellers had said that it's also made by Luminark, which is possible. Maybe Luminark made it, and this particular vase is called Lady Victoria. That could be it. Those were listed in the $200 range. So somebody on eBay has it for like $9, and if they're wrong, it'd be worth buying it off of eBay and reselling it. I'm going to look at the, solds and do a little bit more research so that I can figure out how much this is worth. I'm going to see if there is a link between like Luminark, which they make a lot of glassware, and this particular vase, and maybe they just called this vase Lady Victoria. That will make a big difference in the price. So this is something that I definitely would sell on eBay or Etsy. And just a question out there to all the resellers that maybe will watch this video. Do any of you guys sell on First Dibs? It's not that I've never heard of it. I've actually heard about it a long time ago. A friend of mine's husband, he's a reseller, a vintage reseller, and he only sells on First Dibs. That's his only platform. He doesn't have a YouTube or anything like that. And I've always been kind of curious about it. Does anybody else sell on First Dibs? Put it down in the comments. I am always on the lookout for cross stitch or any type of needlework, whether it's crewel or anything like that. And this is a really nice, well-made framed artwork. There's another one right behind it. This one was $10, and I thought, you know what, it's just too nice, too well done. It does say Kim's Jamaica, so I bet this person just does cross stitch like every day and then sells it to tourists. And probably not framed though. They probably just bought this part of it and then the person brought it home and got it framed. Let's look on the back here real quick. Yeah, this is the one. So this says framed by Michaels, which obviously is in the United States. So I'm pretty sure that that's exactly what happened here. And look at the nice hanging hardware on that. So this is professionally framed. You gotta love that. I'm not even sure what to price something like this because there's just so much work that goes into it, and it's also like what's depicted on there that's just like really cool. It's got this hammock and you're looking out over the ocean and like the sunset, the palm trees. It's just so unique. I just love that. And this is the first time ever that I found this much artwork I'm always skipping over that section, or I look through it and I never find anything. I do that at like every thrift store. All right, so let's look at this one. So this one also is cross stitch. And a few, oh no, those are cross stitch too. I thought that was a different type of stitch there. Sometimes they do knots and things like that. I don't know the names of all the stitches that people do. I just know it takes a lot of time. Look how big that is. Just beautiful basket. This one was $8.99, even though it's much bigger. Framed, and let's see, it's got regular hardware on the back there. I don't know if the person framed it themselves or had it professionally framed at one point. It's got matting along the edges there, that white matting, so lots of time and effort was put into this. This is another item where I'm not sure where I'm going to sell it. I'm going to try different places and then we'll see what happens. And of course, I'll let you guys know in the solds videos. Except for the items in my booth, because I haven't been putting any of that on my solds videos. As I put things in the booth and they sell, I just kind of, that's just, I tell you, it might be going there. But for everything else, if it sells on a platform, I usually let you know. Well, some of my whatnots too. I don't always put the whatnots sales in there either. But anyways, I just love having the option of having all those different areas. So this was yellow tag, $3.99. It has some crazing on it. I'm just noticing that now. And a little, looks like a little chip right there. But I couldn't let this stay at the thrift store. This giant lemon slice. It's a planter. I just thought it was so cool. It is modern, or it was modern in that it has a tag with a barcode on the bottom. Better Homes and Gardens, made in China. I didn't care. I'm like, this is just too cute not to get it. And for $2, of course, I'm going to pick that up and put it in my cart. I'm like a broken record. Where should I sell it? Where should I sell it? I'll try multiple places, and then I'll let you know. That is the end of my haul video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you guys on the next one.